Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Bollywood actress Shilpa Shetty is in the limelight once again. The actress finds herself in another controversy after Hollywood actor Richard Gere swept the actress into his arms and kissed her several times during an AIDS awareness event. The public display of affection has outraged some Indians who feel Gere went too far in a country where such acts in public are largely taboo. Angry crowds burned effigies of the Hollywood star after photographs of him embracing and kissing Shetty appeared in Indian newspapers. Shetty insists Hindus are making too much of it. So let's take a look at some of your views on this story. Sufyan in Doha in Qatar has a very simple explanation for Gere's actions. Richard Gere was obviously drunk, and when you're drunk, you neither behave appropriately nor do you respect people's private space. As for the protests, don't people over there have better things to do? Mitra in the United Kingdom is surprised by the reaction and doesn't understand what the big deal is about. The reaction seems rather extraordinary from a country that gave the world the Kama Sutra and has carvings of various sexual positions of both men and women on temple walls. It's utterly ridiculous. Sunny in New Delhi in India doesn't believe the kiss violated any cultural mores and writes, "Urban India has grown up and is aware of what is right and wrong in the context of morals and Indian ethics. The only sad part is that we have some old politicians who encourage such protests in order to hang on to their political seats." Maqsood in Karachi in Pakistan believes the kiss reflects the moral decline in Bollywood. The Indian film industry and its celebrities have gone off their rocker. This is debauchery of the highest and sickest order. I wonder why Gere stopped where he did and did not start having sex with her on stage. The whole industry is sick. Now, we all relish biting into a rich, creamy and of course sweet piece of chocolate. And according to British researchers, people get more of a buzz from eating chocolate than passionately kissing their lovers. The 12 volunteers, all aged in their 20s, wore heart monitors and had electrodes attached to their heads so that researchers could compare their responses when eating chocolate to when they kiss. The scientists say their research shows the heart rate at the melt moment of eating chocolate can, in some cases, be greater and more intense than the pleasure derived from kissing a partner. And they say the effect can last 4 times as long. During the tests, dark chocolate was found to have the most powerful results. The research was paid for by the leading chocolate maker, Cadbury Bournville. A number of you sent us your thoughts on this, and Patty in Doha in Qatar seems to have one thing in mind, and it's definitely not chocolate. How on earth can chocolate be better than sex? I've been married for 35 years and I would much rather have sex. Chocolate is just a good taste with fat. I feel sorry for people who haven't experienced good sex. Paula in Norfolk in the United Kingdom questions the validity of the research and writes, "Were the scientists fat and ugly themselves and predisposed towards pigging out? So-called scientific research can be made to demonstrate anything in the UK depending on who's funding the project." And finally, Monica in Florida in the US has a very suggestive idea. Chocolate is great and so is intimacy. Why not just combine the both and get double the satisfaction? Computers, they're everywhere. You see them on airplanes, on the subway, and just about everywhere else being used by adults as well as children. But have you ever seen an orangutan use a computer? A zoo in the US state of Georgia has installed computers in their orangutan enclosure with a variety of programs to entertain and train the primates. The orangutans love to play games on a touchscreen built into a tree-like structure in the habitat to blend in with their environment. The 2 Sumatran orangutans are part of new Zoo Atlanta research that uses computer games to study the cognitive skills of primates. They use their lips, face, hands and feet to use the computer's touchscreen in exchange for rewards. And zoo visitors get to watch their every computer move from a monitor in front of the orangutan exhibit. Zoo officials say they hope opening the interactive research to the public will raise awareness of the world's rapidly diminishing orangutan population, which is on track to disappear completely in the next decade. We're going to leave you with a clip from a Japanese television show where a guest demonstrates how he can fully undress himself in a matter of seconds. Bizarre, I know, but take a look.
皆さんは服を何秒で脱ぐことができますか？今日僕は10秒以内を目指します。これは板橋で買った普通の服です。それでは早脱ぎ始めます。
So what was he saying before he undressed there? That's something I definitely won't be trying at home. That's it. Until next time, do keep sending in your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera. Some of the content has been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.